Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Tiara, a college student of Accounting Education A, batch 2018. State University of Makassar. There are two main ideas to determine the idea, namely skimming and scanning. Skimming looks for idea for each paragraph. The main topic is usually found in the first sentence of the paragraph. However, it does not require the possibility of being in the last sentence in the paragraph. Scanning is looking for sentence flash. There are already words that will be found. So, we can conclude that for skimming, we have to know the essence of each paragraph, while scanning only needs to look for a certain flash. I do like to explain the main points of article The Failure of International Accounting Standard Convergence. First all, the author, the established International Accounting Standard Committee, subsequently renamed the International Accounting Standard Board. Number 1 is the introduction. The next paragraph main idea is the where problem in making investment and trading decision when company produces a financial account using their own national regulation. The next paragraph main idea is academy attempts to identify the factor that influences the nature of country accounting regulation. The next paragraph main idea is although the academy offers did not offer any specific guidance on how to achieve greater accounting internationalization. It generated discussion and encouraged regulators in several countries to consider solutions. The next paragraph main idea is U.S. had a procedure for rigorous accounting regulation with the Security and Exchange Commission and Financial Accounting Standard Board. The next paragraph main idea is 1973 national accountancy body from Australia, Canada, France, Germany, Mexico, the Netherlands, the United Kingdom, and Ireland, and the United States established the International Accounting Standard Committee. The next paragraph main idea is 1990. The three standing body of Canada, the United Kingdom, and the United States meet to discuss some of the accounting issues confronting them. The next paragraph main idea is G4 plus 1 addresses several accounting transactions from a strong conceptual basis. The next paragraph main idea is January 2001. It was agreed that G4 plus 1 group will disband. The G4 plus 1 concept in professed future activity and submit its current work to the as potential. Next, number 2. The growth of internationalization. The paragraph main idea is one not until 1188, after the ISB had issued nearly 13 separate standards, that the VSB published and announced its fusion international accounting. The next paragraph main idea is the declaration by VSB for greater international involvement was met with enthusiasm by the EIC. The next paragraph main idea is they regarded the desired outcome was for worldwide as of single set of high-quality accounting standards for domestic cross-border financial reporting. The next paragraph main idea is argued that the unclear and of the VSB was to ensure the as accounting standard were to be recognized worldwide. The next paragraph main idea one question the declared involvement and role of the UC but double to international accounting need a boss. The next paragraph main idea is although enthusiasm had been expressed in 1973 for accounting internationalization, progress was slow. The next paragraph main idea is given this limited resource, the achievement of the EIC was noteworthy. The next paragraph main idea is retrospect. It can be argued with the interest shown by the use was the driver of the change needed to rejuvenate the search for internalization. The next paragraph main idea is 2002, the recently appointed chair of the ESB, David Tweedy, made clear his aim for spreading international accounting standards. Set out the ESB's main objective as follow: Convergence and improvement project. Next, number 3, the Norway Agreement. The paragraph main idea is assignment of hers to PSB broke with its commitment to convergence, which complement the objectivity of the restructured ESB under the treaty. The next paragraph main idea is what intended that the final agreed standard will be international standard and US will adopt them. The next paragraph main idea is the Norway Agreement set out the following aims of the board and the priority action that the intended to justify for immediate future. The next paragraph main idea is the problem faced by the two parties in following the convergence roadshow were probably underestimated. The next paragraph main idea is the three while also the issue that seems to be overlooked, the is can confer involving change to international standard meet the altitude countries that have already adopted them will have to make change to their accounting practice. The next paragraph main idea is many of the pronouncements in support of the convergence project emphasizes that the aim was to produce high quality standard. The next paragraph main idea is the CAC 2000 state the high quality standard must have consistency, confiability, relevance, and reliability. Number 4. The progress of convergence. The paragraph main idea is following the Norway Agreement, the VSB and ESB working successfully and several shoulder projects. The next paragraph main idea is 2000 to the Norway Agreement was signed and the enhancement of the source some project but boards will work it and jointly. The next paragraph main idea is 2000 skill. The issue of a roadmap derived from the strategy of convergence standard as it was proven too difficult and moved to a strategy of developing new standards to replace the old ones. The next paragraph main idea is 2008, the issue of another roadmap. There was an update of the 2006 document but indicate that the US will not add IFRS. There was since the adoption of IFRS by the use was uncertain. The next paragraph main idea is in 2019 CAC issued its fiscal fund for the fiscal year 2010. 2015. Next, in 2012, the VSB and the ESB is jointly agreed for an accounting for financial instruments. Next, number, success, and failures. The main idea for this paragraph is when assessing the history of the relationship and can identify success and failures. The next paragraph main idea is the following example illustrate the progress that was made in some difficult areas and problems that still exist. Next, stock option. The main idea for this paragraph is the worst demand from several quarters for stock option to be expanded, but the war policy is can prevent this from taking place. The next paragraph main idea is in June 1093, PSB in export draft on stock option that recommend the fair flow approach. Option is to employees will be recorded in the financial statement as compensation. Lobby of Congress to place and the PSB reiterated from their recommendation. The next paragraph main idea is the process on convergence brought about some change. The next paragraph main idea is PSB and the ISB have issued similar standards of the statement-based conversation, financial accounting and reporting has been improved. Next, intangible assets. The main idea for this paragraph is the most important asset for generating future benefit and intangible asset. The next paragraph main idea is the original regulation in the US allows company to use one of two methods when making an acquisition, the follow-in entry or the fusion method. The first method combines the book value of asset and liability of the two companies to create a new balance sheet of the combined company as if it always be one. The next paragraph main idea is the second approach. The first method gave to goodwill and regulation attempt regulate goodwill. The next paragraph main idea is the procedure is to computer value of the business segment using the present value of future cash flow and convert that current value or book value and asset flow liability. Accounting for license. The main idea for this paragraph in it has been argued the efforts to bring about a license standard were undertaken more to the VSB and ESB relationship. I leave the for technical or conceptual reason. The next paragraph main idea is 1009 question for preliminary which was published. The next main idea is the board began deliberation on export in January. Next, although in Conbial, the Armenian similarity with the two standard, the fact is that full conference was not assumed. The next paragraph main idea is standard must be university and cannot be structured to meet the needs of the US. Next, 6. The end of convergence. The main idea for this paragraph, the convergence project had been fruitful with strong sense of rapport between VSB and the ESB, but division of opinion were becoming evident as the technically full standard convergence become more often. The next paragraph. The next paragraph main idea is the message in the roadmaps and other documents that were issued become less valuable. The levels is this disagreement come moreover. The next paragraph main idea is the limit evidence available suggests the company in smaller countries do not experience significant change on adoption of EI-free. Although the ESB has to satisfy a range of opinions to be able to issue a standard. Next, unfortunately, the Convergence project indeed will waver. In contrast, the commencement and Norway agreement had been met with public acclaim. Next, that divergence is not only possible but is taking place. Next, the pressures to make amendments to standard because of the need to confer over a road to fundamental change to standard. Next, if the sole aim of the VSB was introduce changes that were lacked to meet officiation, Convergence has been fairly effective in achieving that goal. The next paragraph main idea is if the VSB was resistant of the full adoption of international standard, the ESB could see the benefit in US adopting them. Next, more fundamental reason that the Convergence agreement will not work. Although ill importance is questioned by some, the principle plus versus Rollins convince still exists. The next paragraph main idea is the ESB had made a considerable concession, but agreement could not be reached on change to conceptual framework. The next paragraph main idea is the complete agreement that international standards shall be high-quality standards. But this term has not been defined. Next, there are many examples of countries making decisions that project moves to different forms of international. Next, 7. Conclusion. The main idea for first paragraph is the search for international accounting regulation standard. Formally, in the next paragraph main idea is the first standard setting organization. The International Accounting Standard Committee issued many sound standards, some of which are still available today. The next paragraph main idea is 1001, the formation of the International Accounting Standard Board led to a shift in opinions. And next, despite the involvement of the US at an early stage in the attempt to form an international body, the US gradually withdrew. The next paragraph main idea is considerable progress had been made with the Convergence project, but when one reviews the necessary barriers, it is evident that complete convergence will be unobtainable. Next, the search for convergence appears to have ended, and the US has decided to follow its own course. There are some of the main points from the journal I can skim. Beforehand, apologies profusely to those who watch the video if there may we were errors in the delivery, and severance to get viewers feel confused. Please forgive me, I am just an ordinary human being who is not free from mistakes. Thank you so much for the attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.